So I'm Jim Smail, owner, Bedspreads in Nevada. We serve the specialty items here for the Las Vegas Strip. Many hotels require our services. Well, the way the invoices were made was not dependent upon automatic inputting. It was everything was manual. You could see that it would take us a dramatic amount of time to provide invoices to our customers. Also, we had no way to identify a cart with our previous system of what was in that cart for our purposes of sharing that information with our customer who was going to receive that cart. Well, from a LinenTech's perspective, the software was a game changer for our operations, mainly because the invoicing process was very antiquated and needed to be updated drastically, which led us to our search of trying to find a software that made sense for us. The first thing was the time I just mentioned, the time of saving on the invoices. In our LinenTech, we can actually create a cart with the contents of that cart, prints out on a little ticket, and we put that ticket on a cart. So every cart that we send out has the contents of that cart for that customer in it with all the validated information. Also, to make it very, very simple, when we make the delivery, the manifest, we used to have to actually send an invoice with the delivery. Now they actually receive a manifest by email whenever our driver is there. He has an app on the phone, he goes, he makes the delivery, you can sign it, the receiver signs it right on the phone, hit send, and anyone that receives that manifest within that facility gets it instantaneously. So, obviously the invoicing system, a tremendously time saver, and the ease of using the system. I think the contents that are contained within LinenTech, what's most enjoyable about it is the ease of the software. It's very logical. If I want to create an invoice, I go to accounting, I go to invoices, customer I want to create it for, select a manifest, save. I just made an invoice. It's literally that simple.
It's intuitive.
Very, very simple. You can actually track live information where the drivers are within their route, within their day, where they've gone. It's having a GPS basically on a truck, but it's technically on their phone in the software. We serve very, very large hotels, as you would imagine, here in Las Vegas. And a lot of the people on their side really don't see the time an item might be delivered or what was delivered. Because we deliver COG, which is customer-owned goods, they want to know when they're getting their stuff back. So if I'm out and about and I'm at another customer or I'm out doing something else, and I would receive a call like that to say, hey, I can instantly pull it up on my phone, pull up that manifest, screenshot it and shoot it to them in a text message. Or resend the email or communicate, hey, this is what you were receiving today, and it was delivered by my driver, his name, received by this person on your side, this name at this time. It shares all that right on the information. Operational savings, as I mentioned, it would take probably 2 people 35 to 40 hours a week to do the invoices previously. Now it's literally 30 seconds less. With LinenTech, I push a button. It's literally seconds. So just on the operational side of that alone, from the office standpoint, was a huge opportunity for savings. And in an operation internally, you don't have to have as much communication from a driver that's out in the field and a manager that's in the facility, because they have all that information live on the app. Very much so. So reduction of errors was the biggest component, because previous to the system I was using before LinenTech, everything was manually entered into a computer. So you have those grammatic errors that are not eliminated, but drastically reduced, because you still have to enter it. So reduction of errors, tremendous. Customer support's amazing. I mean, that's really a foundation of our core business. Customer support is very, very important to us. So having a vendor who has that same ideal behind their software is very, very important to us. All we do is create a ticket in the software. They get it instantly. I've never seen where it took them longer than a 24-hour period to return my email with detailed questions. They tell me their name, here's where you are, step by step how to do this. And I can walk through that myself at that point because the software is relatively easy. So I can just go through and follow their steps and okay, hey, why didn't I think of that? It was so easy. I would say yes, absolutely. It's the best software I've ever used. But I'm greedy and I wouldn't want anybody else to use it. See, I prefer not to share it with anybody else because I'd want to keep it for ourselves, but fully understand that LinenTech needs to grow, and I would recommend it 100%. If you're a commercial laundry, you have to get this software, unless you're one of my competitors. No, that's an offset. But yes, absolutely. I've used many other softwares within my career, and this by far, hands down, outbeats any of them.